Good evening, everyone. Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor. So we have another coaching series every Sunday, 8 p.m. Different topic. Tonight's topic, I want to cover some and some people still coming in, so y'all bear with us. I'm going to slow down just a little before we go. A few people are still going to join us on Instagram as well. But the topics, I keep getting asked is, what is the best way to become successful investing in mobile homes? Okay, that is such a great area in a sense. There's so many things I can suggest. So I figured when a few more people were asking me the same thing is, why don't I give you the topics that you need to cover? Okay, now when I'm going to say these topics, I am talking about, getting more so started. If you're looking into coming in more from a veteran side, if you're already a real estate investor, maybe you want a mobile home park, then these topics here, they will help you, but it's not exactly what you need. Okay. A lot of people are coming into this mobile home niche as well, thinking I want to buy the land also. That is huge. That's a great thing. Land packages are awesome. There's so many more exit strategies you can do with them. But again, I'm thinking of learning the fundamentals is the first thing you need to know. And when I say this, I do have park managers that come to me. I coach them. I coach park owners. A lot of these park owners, they're more so kind of handed a mobile home park somewhere through the family. They don't want to take it more. They hand it off. And now they're coming into an investment, a business that they know nothing about. Okay, so a lot of these things can help them as well. It can help everybody. Okay, so I'm going to go over to those topics. But again, this is Sunday, 8 p.m. Every Sunday, 8 p.m. We have a coaching call, 30 minutes. I know it's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there, including myself, who I have a very active eight to be year old little boy. So spent the day with him in church as well. So good stuff. Good Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. Okay, so let's knock these out. Topics as to what you need to know to get started. Okay, to get started and start investing in mobile homes successfully. Getting leads. That is the very first thing I'm going to mention. A lot of people are spinning wheels, taking a lot of times. I have to set up a corporation, LLC. I got to set up my business. All good stuff, no doubt. But if you don't have a single lead, a single deal, or if you don't have any deals, you don't have a business. So let's, instead of starting from that point, which you will get to, because you obviously want to grow your business, do your first or second deal first. Get you a mobile home, get a rehab, get a move, get whatever exit strategy, which we'll talk about in a minute, you want to do, that's fine. But get one or two deals out of the way, see what it teaches you. Remember, the real teachers, when you get out there and start doing it in person, you can only learn so much behind a book or a screen, but when you get out there and get it done, that's when you're going to run into, oh my gosh, kind of moments. But you'll figure it out. You'll get that done, okay? But getting leads, you have to get off-market deals, off-market leads. If it's already listed on a social media somewhere, okay, and when I say social media, I do not mean Zillow, Trulia, FMLS, Georgia MLS, all these sites. We don't have the luxury to get the deals there. That's not where they typically get posted. Our sites are more so in the neighborhood of Craigslist, Let Go, Classified, OfferUp, Marketplace, right? But again, if it's already listed there, it is probably not that good of a deal or it's not going to last. I like to find deals that nobody else knows about. And if y'all see our calls every Tuesday at 7 p.m. where we present the Let's Do deals together, mobile home deals, it is all off-market deals. All y'all know about it, but I already got them on the contract. So, okay, well, we get out there and it's all about how you brand, market, and advertise yourself. When people are thinking about buying or selling a mobile home, I want them to think about me. I want me to come up in their mind. And that only happens if I brand, market, and advertise myself, okay? Consistency is key. We just got through posting, I think, a reel or a story reel a few minutes ago where that's what I was talking about, is a lot of people are not consistent. I posted a couple ads a couple weeks on Craigslist. I didn't get any hits on it. Can't imagine. Okay, that happens. What happened is other people posted above you, and then above them, and then above them, and nobody's searching, scrolling down to find, hey, so-and-so, are you buying mobile homes, right? So you have to use the key: consistency, steady, every day, twice on Sunday. I'm going to post here in a little bit after the call, okay? But you got to do that. Then you have to be able to know how to talk to sellers. A lot of you's biggest fear is, well, I don't want to call a park manager. Well, then I don't know how you plan on doing business. You're going to have to get over that. Now, me coming from a background of an introvert, that was one thing that I had to overcome, was how to talk to people, because you have to become a people person in this case. Whether you're from the buyer or the seller side, you will have to talk to them. Now, remember, there's three types of sellers when it comes to mobile home investing. You have a park owner, easiest. Make it about numbers, make it about the success on that side, you're in. Park owner. Then you have the park manager. That one is apparently the scariest, okay? That's the scariest person to call. They were not in a good mood. They didn't care to talk to me. They told me no. I never called back, okay? Follow up is key on this one. Follow up. They may not want your services or working with you today. Does not mean they won't want to tomorrow. Okay. But you have to follow up. You have to be professional and don't call them every day. Let me go ahead and mention that. Yes, I've been calling this park manager every day for the past week. They won't even return my calls. Well, they're not. Okay. After a few calls, they realize that you're that needy. And the way they see it is if you're this needy now, how are you going to be when you start investing in our park? So be professional. I would say every other week, fill them out. Everybody's different. But a reminder, you're talking to people. You're not calling a machine. You're not talking to a robot. If this person was rude, they weren't in the best mood, call them back in a couple of weeks. Hey, I tried to talk to you a couple of weeks ago. I realized you might have been busy. So if you don't mind, okay, I like to touch back bases with you. Be professional, okay? And then you have direct sellers. A direct seller could be a wholesaler, it could be another investor, or it could be somebody actually living in the mobile home. Somebody actually living in the mobile home is the most defensive. Anything you offer less than what they're asking, they're in defense mode. That's when I say you have to go in a coaching mode, okay? You have to explain why you're offering what you're offering, okay? The thing that I see more and more from these sellers, especially somebody living in a mobile home, is they love comparing a mobile home that they're selling to something that just sold. Now, that doesn't mean that it may be a comparable, but they're going to use it anyway. Well, Mr. Smith across the street just sold his and he sold it for 20,000. Well, in my mind, I'm thinking because I've already done my research. Yeah, well, Mr. Smith did a whole new rehab on it. New roof, it's got a new central heat and air. All the walls were painted. It was moving ready. And in my mind, again, I'm thinking yours has holes all in the wall. The roof is leaking. You see, but that's okay. That is what a seller would do. And this goes the same for real estate or mobile homes. They will compare it to something that just sold regardless of the comparable. So when I say going into coaching mode, I do mean explaining professionally, bring them back to earth. Yes, sir, I understand. Or ma'am, whoever it may be, I understand Mr. Smith across the street just sold his. You know, I actually saw that where he had posted it, but I did not get a chance to even make an offer. So now here's the thing. Mr. Smith did put a brand new roof on it. Okay, new central heat and air. He made it moving ready. He even updated so-and-so and just kind of explain it. Your mobile home, okay, needs quite a bit of work. I understand you want that, but me coming in, buying it as is, taking all the risk, the responsibility, because don't forget there's a lot rent. Every community, mobile home park charges lot rent. I'm going to have to take all the above, and I'll include. Now, if you rehab the mobile home, you put the material, you spend the time on it, I believe you might be able to get more than Mr. Smith did, but you're going to have to do that on your own. You see how you're lowering that. I'm bringing them back to earth to make him realize, okay, well, he has a point. That one's moving ready. Mine is obviously not. So one thing to keep in mind, but it's all how you approach them, okay? And never make an offer right away. That's step number 3, making offers. When should you make an offer? A lot of these new investors are making offers before they even get to the mobile home. Send me a couple pictures. It doesn't really matter. I'll buy it as is. I get that the market is getting a little more congested, as a lot of people call it, a lot more people getting into it. And of course, I contribute being that I teach people how to do it. But I do not make an offer on the first day typically, not until I review everything I need. And when I say review, I'm not just talking about viewing the mobile home inside and out. Pictures are great. Videos are great. If I go walk the mobile home, that is even better. Okay. I don't do that to every mobile home, but there's a lot more information that I need to know besides just what does it look like? What is the current condition? Okay. What about taxes? Are they paid? Is the lot rent up to date? Is there a title? Is there any liens? You see what I'm saying? There's a due diligence that goes hand in hand. It's not just, oh, it's beautiful, or it's a busted, as somebody mentioned the other day. Busted. I haven't heard that word in a while. It's called distress, by the way. Distress mobile home. Okay. When you know all the above, that's when you can make a offer. Now, when you make an offer, it is always putting a little urgency. Here's another slight mistake I see investors do. Well, here's what I can offer. Yeah, just let me know when you can. Here's what happens. 7 years ago, there was very few people that were investing in mobile homes. It was very alien when I was talking to people, or it was like I was talking French in somewhere in another country. They didn't know what I was talking about. Today, however, a lot more investors are getting into and even converting from real estate to mobile homes. What's happening is that now there's a lot more buyers, a lot more sellers, and a lot more options to the seller. If you don't buy something today, somebody else is going to get it tomorrow. That's the way it works. So when I make an offer, meaning that I've done all my due diligence, okay, I will say this is what I can offer. Here's my reasons, and I don't expect them to take it. Remember, if they take your first offer on the first try, do not jump up and down. It means you over offer. You offer too much. If it's a good deal either way, take it. It is what it is, okay? But when I make an offer, though, well, I have to talk it over with my wife, with my husband. I have to do this. That's fine. That's an expected reaction to that, okay? Okay, well, here's the thing, Mr. or Mrs. Seller. I am an investor, like I mentioned. So what I'm going to do is I plan on investing in this area, in this park, maybe by the end of tomorrow. So I'll tell you what, I'll give you 24 hours. Okay, 24 hours for you to let me know yes or no kind of thing. After that, if I don't hear from you, I'm going to take it that you're not interested, and I'll move on to another mobile home. Is that fair? Typically a yes, a handshake, and we're on our way. And here's what's happening. Okay, as soon as you leave, guess what they're doing? Because they need to sell. They're out browsing. They're out browsing for other buyers. And anybody who offers them an extra dollar over what you've offered, that's who gets the mobile home. To them, they don't care. Everybody's fair game, right? But what I've learned over the years is that when people work in pressure, okay, in a hurry, it typically does not check out. So they typically call me the next day. Now, here's where you can make it a more negotiable kind of type situation. It is 24 hours up. They have not called me. Okay, I can follow up with them, or why don't I give them an extra day? I will call them after an extra day, and this happened. But what happens is usually they'll go over the 24-hour mark and they'll call me then. Hey, so yeah, I guess we can't take your offer. If you want to give us that, we'll go ahead and close on it now. Well, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, okay, like I mentioned, if I didn't hear from you in 24 hours, I told you that I would buy something else. You are calling me back, but it's past the point, and I've already bought something or already looking into something else. So I offered you, example, $5,500. If you take $5,000 at this time, I'd be happy to close on it. What happens is they went out browsing and searching for other buyers, and nobody came even close to what you were offering. So now they're coming to you, and okay, since you're the only guy or the only lady, then here you can have it. It doesn't work that way. This is a business, okay? A little negotiation tactic for y'all. And welcome. A few more people are joining us on Instagram. So if you like this, hit the like, subscribe. We do these calls every Sunday, 8 p.m. You can always join us on Zoom. I've linked the website, Garciamhu.com. But let's move along, okay? Move along. Hiring contractors. So you do get a deal, you get an investment, you're ready to take it on, regardless of, okay, it depends on the exit strategy, but whether you're going to be a rental or landlord, nothing wrong with that, or you're going to flip it overnight, or you're going to sell it and offer financing. You got many, many options. That's the beautiful thing about mobile home investing. Exit strategies, right? But you need to hire a contractor, because obviously somebody has to come in, do the work, make it livable, presentable, move-in ready. How do you hire contractors? That's something that you need to learn. And all these topics we cover, we go specific step-by-step how to. Whether you're in real estate or mobile homes, one of the hardest tasks to deal with, okay? It's not the closing. It's not even finding the deals, finding the buyers. It seems to always be dealing with contractors. Dealing with contractors and or hiring handymen or contractors. They're hard to deal with. They're some of the hardest workers, but 9 out of 10 times they don't want to work at all. So you deal with a lot of things that come on that. How to hold them accountable, how to pay them. That one is huge. One of the biggest mistakes when dealing with contractors is a lot of these investors are paying up front. They're paying like they shouldn't be, never paid by the hour or salary. I learned that early on in my career, learning into investing in mobile homes. If you want to create a lazy individual, pay them hourly or salary. Something that takes 5 minutes suddenly took 2 hours. Why? Because I make more that way. Okay, that's typically the way it works. We pay by the job. Everything is a job. The home itself it looks like it needs some work on the roof. That's one job. I'm going to paint the walls. That's another job. I'm going to repair some of the flooring. Another job. You see what I'm doing? I'm breaking it up. How do you hold accountable? Obviously, we use video, Zoom, pictures. If we're in an area, we'll stop by. But the one thing that you can count on is them staying on time is by paying them daily. How do you pay them daily? You pay them by the job. So Mr. or Mrs. Contractor, okay? This is how I operate my business. This is how I pay. You can get paid every day as long as you complete a task every day. Who doesn't like to get paid daily, right? The one thing I'll get you to understand is that you need to slow them down sometimes, because then they get into this hurry of go, go, go. I want to get paid. They start cutting corners. They don't do the job right. So always bring them back to this needs to be done right. You don't get paid today. You don't get paid today. You need to fix this. And once it is done, okay, and it's a relationship. Remember that it is a business relationship that you need to keep in there and let them know what your expectations are each way of the step. Setting a budget, okay? You have to have a budget. I will figure out as I go along. It's not how you conduct a business. Before you start even rehabbing a mobile home, you should already have a budget, because it's obviously what made it a good deal or a good investment. If you went in and bought the mobile home solely because you liked it, and now you're figuring out, oh, it's going to take this amount and add this to it and add this to it, then you're at a point where where's your budget go? Your budget is based on the ARV, after repair value. What are the final numbers of the mobile home once it sells or it rents or whatever the exit strategy is? Because from there, you take away the cost of the mobile home, the cost of the labor, the cost of the material. You see what you're doing, and you add all those up, and where are you at versus what you're going to get at the end? That's how you equal, is this a good investment or not, right? So you have to have a budget on that. Once you rehab it, you have your budget, you stay hopefully within your budget, everything checked out in a perfect world. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you live and learn, right? Then you go out and find a buyer. How do you find a buyer for a rental, if you're selling it, if you're going to create a note, offer financing? Let me remind y'all, this is personal property that you're dealing with. Unless the mobile home has land with it, okay? It's a land package. It may be retired to, which is considered real estate. There's no credit unions or banks that loan you on a mobile home. We would love that some ways if we could sell it, they can set themselves up with the bank and it's good to go. But what this does offer is another opportunity for you all. If you're coming in and you're rehabbing a mobile home that you want to sell on payments, now you can charge interest, okay? Now you can offer housing to somebody that otherwise would not be approved by a bank or credit union. So it offers that, but you have to have a buyer. Now, okay, finding a buyer does not mean you wait until the last minute of, okay, it's being rehab. I want to make sure I do all the little landscape. It's touch up. It's beautiful, moving ready. Now I can list it on the market. That would be a no-no. That's another mistake I see. Maybe I should have called this coaching mistakes not to make. Okay. So I always list the mobile homes when they're about a week or 2 weeks out before being in ready. Now, people do get on this. I want to see the first, the mobile home, what it looks like. And once you show them, the first impression means everything. Okay. So what I don't do is when it's not ready yet, I don't take pictures of it and list them yet. I want to wait until it's done. The way I would list and find myself a buyer is by saying something like on social media, we have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single wide coming available in a couple of weeks. Anybody looking for a rental or a mobile home to buy? We offer financing. You see what you're doing? You're building a buyer's list because people are going to message you. Oh, do you have any pictures? Oh, where's it located? Oh, this. Always let them know. Well, it's currently being rehabbed. It's got about a couple of weeks. So let me get your information. I need your full name and your number. You think that might help you out? You see what you're doing. You're getting a buyer's list. Now, what the beautiful thing about a buyer's list as well is that you also know what people need. Now you know what to browse for, what to invest in. Somebody may need a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Somebody is not interested unless it's a double wide. Somebody wants only a 1-bedroom, or you see what you're doing. So you're putting these down, and now you know on my next investment, if I get a double wide, this guy here said he would only invest in it or take it on if it was this. So finding a buyer's list is huge, something you need to do, and you can compile that before you even have a mobile home, before you even start investing. How would you like to start investing and already have buyers lined up? I will be buying mobile homes, rehabbing them, and offering rentals. Anybody interested? Tips. That's what I'm giving you all right here. Okay. And then defining the exit strategy. So the exit strategy is something that all of you should do before you invest. I'm going to go ahead and buy this mobile home. We're going to rehab it. We're going to put it on the market, and maybe we'll do this. Incorrect. Do you know your market numbers? Do you know your lot rents? What the rental rates are in the area? You do not dictate what exit strategy you will use in a certain market. The market numbers do. I had to learn that early on when I invested in X amount of mobile homes. I came in thinking I'm going to rent them out. I'm going to make all kinds. I was already figuring all these numbers, but I did not take the time to study the market. Turns out the market was $400 to $450 lot rent. Rental rate was $500 to $550. You're talking about $100 every month. Do you think that's a good investment for a rental in that area? No, it is not. So you have to know these numbers. Something like that area, quick flips, wholesale, that would work out. But you have to know these things. And a lot of people, again, they wait until they're done with their property, with their project. And now let me look and see what I can do with it. Big no-no, okay? Then your next deal. Once you do get that one deal out, remember what I said is having a buyer's list. When I first did my very first mobile home investment, I wanted to be a landlord. That was my goal. I ended up coming in and rehabbing 99% of it because I found early on the contractors, again, they are some of the hardest workers, but they could not make it to work. Every excuse given to me. I ended up going in there with my handyman skills. Luckily, I grew up doing a lot of handyman, so it kind of checked out. I would hire contractors only when I needed certain work checked out. They were in and out. To my surprise, most of it checked out, so that was a beautiful thing. Okay, a lot of learning. But when I put it on the market, I saw that, it took me a little while. I was catching, I was new. I started getting more and more people interested. They wanted to rent it out. I ended up with a list of almost 20 people that were interested. Obviously, I was only able to rent it to one family. Okay. So we rented to one family, and now we had, let's say, 19 people interested. So I knew then I need to get 19 more mobile homes in this area, in this type of condition, so that I can rent them out. You see the beautiful thing about a buyer's list. Now you have people waiting on you versus the other way around. So getting your next deal should be always easier. And what did you learn? I always ask investor students is, what did you learn this time that you won't do again? So the mistakes that you did this time around, don't repeat them, learn from them. Whatever worked, multiply it, do it over and over. And once you do your very first deal, you're going to learn one thing about it is you've learned a lot going through that one mobile home that you can now do on the next one. Next time around, get you 2 at one time, then get you 3 at one time. So some of you want to leave your corporate America job, your salary, your employment, wherever it is, okay? Simply multiply your mobile home investments. And when you have 300 per se example out of one rental every month, get you another one. Now it's 600. Now it's 900. Now it's 1200. You see how you're adding another one, adding another one. At one point, you can leave your job because you replace your salary and then some, and you're still investing going forth more and more. All right. That, I think, concludes the fundamentals. There's a lot more in it. Like I said, if you're looking to move mobile homes, that'd be a whole nother category that I can teach you, coach you on. Steps that you need to take from permits, inspections to locating the zoning. A lot of things go hand in hand. Never limit yourself. I'll say that. I say it quite often is never limit yourself. I know a lot of investors in mobile homes that all they do is wholesale. That's fine. They're successful. Good for them. But it's a one-time pay and done. I don't like the wholesale something. I'm paid and great net way. Now you got to get another one and another one. So I always say use every exit strategy within mobile homes that it allows. And mobile homes allow a lot more than real estate properties. You know, mobile, don't forget, mobile means moving it around, point A to point B. If a mobile home is inside of a community park, which is typically where most of ours are, and you don't get along with the management, the park owner, they want you gone, it is fine. You can mobile to another mobile home park nearby. You can move it to another piece of property. Okay, you have that. And yes, the cost of that is something. And again, you know, these are other topics that we cover. Everything I mentioned on here, we have it more specific in depth. Don't forget on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. we have a members only coaching call. That one is anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes where we cover a lot more topic on here. And we always have a Q&A, which typically we'll have one here. I'll give it a couple minutes. We can ask a couple questions. But on Wednesday, we have the above. On Tuesday, I mentioned every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the Let's Do Deals. That is the off-market mobile home deals that we present to you all. The beautiful thing about our mobile homes that we present to you all is we've done a lot of due diligence. We've saved you a lot of headaches, a lot of troubles. And all of our mobile homes inside of communities are investor and subleasing friendly. If you're a GMHU student, they welcome you with open arms. Okay, so a lot of things that go on that. Saturday mornings, we have the 10 a.m. check-in. 10 a.m. that's live on Instagram only. It will be live on TikTok as of this week, like I mentioned. So TikTok, Instagram, we're partnering with, and we're going to be mentioning a lot more on that. That one is more so if we have deals coming up, if we have an investment we're dealing with, or whatever we may be working on, that's more of a kind of touch in on that. And we do have Q&As on there as well. Let me see. Any questions at this time? All right. Well, it's a little before 8:30, but again, it is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Sunday. Thank you all who joined me. We will be pushing this call over to our YouTube and all over social media. If you didn't catch it on our YouTube. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe. All right. Well, everyone have a great evening, and we will see you again Tuesday night. Thank you for watching.